Welcome to the assessment of noise pollution levels in Section 7, SHAH, Selangor, Malaysia for the second SDG innovation at IBSD, Building a Resilient Nation. The group members are Professor Madhya T.S. Dr. Norafiza Kazmuri, Muhammad Najmi Sarudin, Nur Daya Akila Mazlan and Nurul Aina Yazais. Noise pollution is often called the silent threat. It cannot be seen, but it affects human health in serious ways, including stress, sleep disturbance, hearing loss, and cardiovascular problems. Section 7 was chosen because it is a high-activity zone with a mix of universities, a hospital, industries, and residences. This makes it an ideal area to study how urban noise pollution varies in different environments. Our study had three main objectives: to determine specific noise levels at selected locations, to compare these results against DOE Malaysia noise standards, to carry out statistical analysis for better interpretation. The problem lies in urban growth. Increasing traffic, construction, and commercial activity mean that residents are exposed to high noise levels daily. However, very few studies have looked at temporal variations such as weekday versus weekend or peak versus off-peak. Our research therefore analyzes temporal noise pollution and compares busy versus calm areas. This study supports three SDGs, SDG 3, Good Health and Well-being, by addressing health risks caused by environmental noise. SDG 11, Sustainable Cities and Communities, by promoting safer and more livable spaces. SDG 13, Climate Action, by contributing to resilience and sustainability in urban environments. The study is significant because it provides scientific data on noise in SHAH, assists policymakers and urban planners in designing noise control strategies and raises public awareness on the need to reduce noise exposure. The scope covers: Study Area, Section 7, SHAH. Locations, 3 busy and 3 calm sites. Duration, 4 weeks of monitoring. Time frame: weekdays versus weekends and peak versus off-peak hours. We selected 6 locations which are B1 to B3 and C1 to C3 based on field observations and land use. Busy sites, high traffic, commercial activity. Calm sites, residential zones, green spaces. This ensured a fair comparison of noise levels across different environments. Noise was measured using a mini digital sound level meter, recording LEC, LMAX, LMIN, L10, L50, and L90. Measurements were done over 4 weeks, in both peak and off-peak hours, weekdays and weekends. We compared the data with DOE limits: residential, 65 decibels for day, 60 decibels for night; commercial, 70 decibels for day, 65 decibels for night. Statistical analysis included descriptive statistics and two-way ANOVA. For noise level measurement, the results showed busy areas consistently higher, with B3 peaking at 81.7 decibels. B1 and B2 were often above 75 decibels, even off-peak above 60 decibels. Calm areas remained quieter, around 50 to 55 decibels during weekend off-peaks. Calm sites were stable, while busy sites fluctuated with traffic and activity. Compared to DOE standards, busy sites often exceeded limits at both peak and off-peak. B1 averaged above 77 decibels, B2 between 64.8 to 77.2 decibels, and B3 above 70 decibels at peaks. Calm areas consistently stayed within safe limits, especially weekends. From the statistics, busy areas had higher averages, up to 75.3 decibels, and more variability. Calm areas were stable and predictable. Weekdays were noisier and more variable than weekends. This shows that noise is not only about loudness, but also about consistency, which matters for health impacts. The two-way ANOVA confirmed that location type and time of day both significantly affect noise. Peak versus off-peak differences were much larger in busy areas. Weekdays were noisier due to traffic, schools, and work, while weekend off-peaks were quieter. This proves that noise solutions must consider both place and time. Over 4 weeks, B1 rose from 75 to 79.3 decibels, showing an upward trend. B2 increased with more fluctuation. B3 stayed high but had no clear trend. Calm areas stayed stable or slightly decreased, especially weekends. Busy zones are activity-driven, while calm zones remain residential-friendly. This study is novel because it provides temporal analysis of noise in SHAH, compares busy versus calm areas with statistical reliability and supports SDG commitments by linking urban planning and public health.